So, yeah, let's talk about these LA Clippers. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It's be hard for me to really bring the Rucks here and really talk about the Clippers just because of the simple fact Kawhi is my dude. Like straight up, Kawhi is one of my favorite players to watch when he's playing. I understand that man stay hurt, but Kawhi, y'all hate me say this, but playing style alone, the man's like Michael Jordan, like straight up. I swear he is. Just like an ant play like Michael Jordan. Not saying they're gonna be the next Michael Jordan, but when we look at players who play defense, putting that mid range and just the spots that he getting, I see a lot of Jordan and Kawhi. So it's really fun to watch him when he's playing. But I hate he don't stay healthy, man, because it hurts my arguments for him being a really cold player. Like if he stay healthy, he'd easily have at least another ring or two. But yeah, it is what it is. Can't say much about it. But Kawhi's my dude, and even though he's my dude, I'm gonna still keep it real. I just hate his health issues, and I don't want to act like he's faking or anything. But if he was a healthier player, this team would do a lot better. But I do want to speak about Kawhi a little bit more too, just the fact that why he's one of my favorite players, and also the reason why I want to have this podcast really booming. So when you look at the media, all these people, Skip Bayless, all these national media, big time media, and even some podcasters as well, they just want to talk down about Kawhi and just players in general. Like, come on, man, he's not that bad. And then it's not even about his game. Why people talk about him. Like when I see Kawhi, I see a lot of myself in him. We're around the same age, got the same type of personality so much, and they act like just because someone is chill and not a extrovert, that you got to be some sort of like lame or someone who just a robot. Like, man, that man is just he knows himself. He don't want to be up there and be fake. Hey, hi guys. Now I'm like, no, he don't want to be there. So if he don't want to be fake and perform this act, why did y'all try to hate on it so much? Because he don't want to talk to the media when y'all just gonna talk about him anyway. Y'all talk about this man laughing and stuff. Like, come on, he wasn't even laughing for real. It was a little chuckle, and y'all still want to talk about him. The man said he was a fun guy. Y'all still made fun of him. Like everything he do, y'all want to act like it's such a problem. So if I was Kawhi too, I wouldn't want to talk to nobody either. Like, forget y'all. I'm cool with myself. I'm still getting my money regardless. And that doesn't negate the fact that he still want to compete. Like people just be hating on him just to hate on him. But it is what it is. Like I said, that's one reason I want to start this podcast. For one, to give players more of a human look, because a lot of times media just demoralize and dehumanize these people. Like, come on, man. If y'all was hurt, would you want to play too? Like, of course, there's more to it that us as fans are not gonna understand. But yo, stop hating on Kawhi. That's like my dude. Not gonna lie. Like him and I are kind of similar for real. We both got hair. You see, you feel me? Got both got the hair, both around the same age, and we both two chill guys. People misunderstood. So yo, stop hating on Kawhi, but he do need to play. I'm gonna keep it real with that. Though. I do wish he played more for people who like shut him up. So yeah, let's look at their roster as well. Because I mean, I don't want to just talk about individual players without going through the whole roster. So let's pull up their roster. So yeah, LA Clippers. Before I get into their roster, I forgot to talk about this. Let's talk about their new logo, LA Yachts. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I like the design, but I don't like it. It's weird because I would like it better if it wasn't a basketball team. Like this was a baseball team or something. All right, yeah, it was cool. But for a basketball team, it just don't like no basketball logo. But I do like the color scheme. I do like they got their new building, their new arena. It's the fact that they're setting themselves up like, yo, we're no longer associated with the Lakers. Like we might be in the same town, but no, we a different team. And speaking of the new arena, have y'all seen that? The new dome and stuff? I wish the Thunder would did this because I remember when they first started showcasing it. They showed the little thunder clouds and the real storm. That would have been so cold to go to a Thunder game. Never been to OKC, but for OKC fans, go to a Thunder game. You see that thunderous crowd and just see that thunder all around the dome. That would have hyped the crowds up, like for real, for real. With the Clippers being the Clippers, like what they gonna play around that? Like y'all gonna play lightning? That's not y'all's theme of the team. Y'all gonna play ships in the ocean just bloop 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 bloop. I'm like, y'all gonna play some what's his name? Smokey Robinson cruising. I love it when we're cruising together. Like, what y'all gonna do? Like, how y'all gonna hype people up without stealing other people's stuff? Would y'all use flames or something? Like, it's a dope arena, don't get me wrong. But the Clippers don't got nothing to really make other people hype besides them being like, oh yeah, we in LA. Like, what y'all gonna have little Clippers noise? Bzzz. Hey, they got all their arena and ain't nothing gonna be nice about it. Yeah, I'm talking junk, but I'm joking. But yeah, I do want to see what they're gonna do to make people more hype about it because Clippers really don't have no logo, the future, or anything. But yeah, it is dope. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see what the arena is about. From those screens is something different. I need to just go to LA one time for the one time. But yo, let's get into this roster because I've been getting on here a little too much if you don't ask me. So yeah, looking at this LA Clippers roster, we got a rookie, Flowers, James Harden. I'm gonna just talk on about James Harden because James Harden get on my nerves. And I'm gonna be honest, if y'all heard my episode about the Brooklyn Nets, I called them the Brooklyn Divas when they had Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. I was about to say Kevin Garnett. Lord, don't let me call KG a diva. He might hear this podcast, and I'm gonna show you what a diva is. Knock me out a little bit, man. It's a tough player, one of my favorite players. I better not call. Let me not slip up. Hey, KG, if you're watching this, you listen to this. I meant to say KD. Don't kill me, Garnett. So, because you're not a diva. Now, Kevin Durant, he is the diva. So, yeah, if y'all heard my other episode, me talking about Durant, Harden, Kyrie, just all them boys being divas. I'm gonna elaborate more why Harden's a diva because I ain't talking much about him being a diva. Like every team this man been on, he just cried his way out of. Maybe not OKC, they kind of did him wrong, but everywhere they put him, like he just cried his way. Like if I called Jason Tatum the Drake of the NBA, Harden got to be like the Ike Turner or something of the NBA because this man is just everywhere he go, he's abused people. Like forget that. What love got to do with it? I'm gonna cry my way out of there and just make a big fuss, be a diva, and just I'm gonna be gone. Like he destroys every team he's at. Like for real, he's worse than LeBron when he go to teams. Like for real, let's look at this for real. He went to he first got drafted to OKC. Okay, can't say much about they drafting him. I kind of wish everybody wished they would have kept them boys together. They probably would have run a ring. He go to Houston. Okay, he was killing in Houston. Then they seen though the man started crying. Get his way out of there. He was not playing, would not suit up unless he got his way. Hands on his fold his hands up. No, I'm not playing. Yeah, I want to get traded. Like, come on, man. You making all this money. You complaining about this stuff. Like, come on. Play better. Like, that team was cold. He still just quit it on them. So then the Rockets was forced to trade him. Pretty much got rid of all their little picks and stuff. Get rid of him. They traded him to Brooklyn. Matter of fact, before we get into him being traded, he cried his way on the KCP, not KCP, CP3 there, on Chris Paul there. They ain't traded all them picks. Get Chris Paul. Trade all them picks to get Westbrook. Build all these players that he want around there. But no, he cried his way out of there. Got them players he wanted, and then he, was gone. Then they trade this man to Brooklyn. Dennis lace up. He was all out of shape. Cried his way out of there until he got traded to the Sixers. And then he still got, cried his way out of there too. I can't fit into a system. I am a system. Like I feel you, Harden, but come on now. Like you playing with John B. They should have been like the New Year's Shaq and Kobe. Like for real. Think about how much Harden was averaging when he was on the Rockets. He could have went back to that mode. And I understand Doc was trying to play him different. And this is me as a fan talking, and this more isms just getting to him. But if Harden would have locked in and B would have locked in too, they would have been unstoppable. People was thinking they was gonna be unstoppable, but it just didn't transpire. And that's because you got someone who's a poor leader like Harden. And I'm sorry to go in on, but you can't be a crybaby like that. I mean, and B is a crybaby as well. He's a big crybaby. You're gonna be a little crybaby on the team. It's just two crybabies on the team together. So I knew that was gonna work out. So that being said, hey, before I even go on that, he messed up Daryl Morey. They was cool. Then they see that 10 year plus relationship is just ruined because that man cried so much, cried so much, and then went to dog on the Clippers. So now he's on the Clippers, and we see what happened to the Clippers. And this short year alone, Paul George was like, "Oh, yeah, we're not going to sign Paul George anymore. We're going to sign Harden." Broke that team. Where Westbrook is gone. That whole team was pretty much gutted since Harden came on there. Like he's the only person who goes on teams besides LeBron. Sorry, shots fired, and just gut teams out for nothing. Like, come on, man. Everywhere Harden goes, he just leave a bad stench into the team. It's crazy. Like, I don't. I'm sorry to go so hard on Harden, but man, for real, let me cook a little bit. Like every team this man goes on, he just destroys and he don't do nothing with it. And we're seeing this with the Clippers right now. But I do see the Clippers what they're doing. They got these guys on these veterans on small deals. So as much as Harden's gonna mess them up and gonna destroy them, they're gonna be just like the Bulls in a couple years too. We're gonna come back and look at them, and they're gonna rebuild it. So, moving on, my little rant about Harden and his crybaby ways. Let's talk about more about this team. I talked about Kawhi, so I don't mean to go much about him. So let's go on down the list. I got Cole, and dun, 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 dun. I'll be balling like my brother Mo Bamba. Bamba. Let's talk about Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba. Man, I wish the best for Mo Bamba because he really is a nice player. He's a player who's almost like a mini Miles Turner, but he never just broke out. And I don't know if the Magic didn't play him right or he just didn't get much playing time when he's on the Sixers, but I wish the best for him. I still believe in Mo Bamba. Think he got a good game to him. Not saying he's gonna be a huge impact player as that, but I do think he can make an impact on a team like the Clippers playing the backup center role. He's only 26 years old. He still can do a lot for the team. Just gotta put in the right situation. All right, moving on down for the list, we got Bones. Hey, Bones is that dude too. It's crazy. It seems like he's been in the league longer than 3 years, but yeah, I remember him being on Denver. He was killing it. So I wonder if he's gonna break back and back to that type of player he was before with Westbrook being out. So he got more playing time, he can handle the ball more. So hey, just look out for Bones. 3 years player. He may break out a little bit. I mean, players usually break out in there for a fifth year. So hey, check him out. Moving on for Bones, you got Coffee. I can't say I know too much about Coffee, but when I watch Coffee, man, I like his game. Nice 3-and-D forward. Every game I watched with the Clippers, that man was like balling out. And it's not stuff that's gonna show up in the stat sheet so much, but he just do little things, play a little hard on his defense, make them right plays. Just feel like, hey, just let him get traded to a decent team because either that or just stay on the Clippers and don't let James Harden get to him. Like for real. James Harden keep the strippers away and all that junk. Man, I didn't even think about that. Man, James Harden about to go wild in LA. If he's getting all the strippers up in Houston, I'm pretty sure LA they go down too. He about to go to some Diddy parties or something. I don't know. That's crazy, man. But yeah, going down that list too. Chris Dunn. That's a big good pickup to him. They got him from Utah. I mean, he's a nice veteran player. Crazy, been in the league for 8 years, but he can play nice defense, 3D player. So we're gonna see what he's gonna do. Not gonna say he's gonna be better than Westbrook was, but he's gonna same thing as Coffee. He's gonna do the little things on the floor, things just not gonna show up in the stuff sheet. Jordan Miller, first year player. I ain't watched much about him, so I can't say much. Same with Cam Chris. He's a rookie. Can't say much about him, but I will say something about this next player, Terrence Mann. I always like Terrence Mann game too. I thought they was gonna trade him, but the Clippers didn't trade him for a reason because he's one of the players that you want on the team. Not the biggest name, not the flashiest player, but he's someone. Hey, put him in a role, he's gonna get buckets, and he still can facilitate a little bit, play good defense. All right, moving on. PJ Tucker. I'm surprised PJ Tucker is still on his team. Like he wouldn't get traded. He was talking about I still got a lot in me, and nobody was playing him. and it's kind of crazy he's still on this team. But I still believe in PJ a lot because he's just one of them hard nosed people. He's almost like Haslam was for the Heat, like older player, but he still can provide a lot for people. Moving on from that, Kobe Brown. I heard a little about him when he first got drafted, just because his name is Kobe. But I mean, I don't know much about him. Xavier Moon, I don't know much about him as well, but I will talk about Kai Jones. It's crazy that they picked up on Kai Jones' contract because I was wondering about Kai Jones one time. I just looked up and see like where this man been at, and I wasn't aware of all the crazy stuff he was doing. But this man was seemed like he was on drugs all along live and just doing a bunch of crazy stuff. So it's kind of crazy that Clippers did give him another shot. So I can't say much about him because when I watched the Hornets, the team he was on before, he didn't do much. And that man was like, "Oh, trade me," and he got cut and was out the league for a little bit. So I mean, he's not gonna do much in my opinion. He's gonna be fighting for a roster spot, showing he get in the league. Now I do want to skip down to another player just because it's funny that they got him, Kevin Porter Jr. It's like him and Kai Jones, they just want to import the so-called bad boys of the league. Like they might as well, they probably will because they was looking at him going after Miles Bridges as well. Like why? I don't get why the Clippers signed Kevin Porter Jr. as well. Like he was someone saying Miles Bridges situation, domestic violence type of thing. I don't want to get too much into it, but I don't get why they have a player like that with that type of reputation. To me, same thing I said with Miles Bridges, man. We just got to treat women better. I don't get how men think it's manly to abuse women. Like it's easy to punch people. I'll be honest. It's hard to have restraint. Just I don't see why they picked him up. Maybe because Westbrook is gone, but with his reputation, it just to me it was a bad signing. On top of Harden, it's just too many guys you got to manage who's gonna be doing kind of goofy stuff. So I mean, it is what it is. I do want to move up a little bit, talk about these next players, and that's Noah Powell. Norman Powell, I'm be honest, I like his game, and I want him to get traded. I think Noah Powell is going to be one of the players. He's not getting the shine he is on the Clippers because they're not really relevant with people being injured. Kawhi and Paul George, and the fact they always been this good team, but they ain't been showing much. I think as Powell get traded to a nice team, maybe go to a team like Dallas or Kings or mm, it's not much team you can go to with this apron. But if you go to a playoff team in general, that man was shine. People gonna look at him a little different. I think he got lost in the limelight with Paul George and Kawhi. But if y'all remember, Paul was on that Raptors team and he was balling out. He was looking kind of good. So once he get moved, hopefully he does get moved. Knock on wood, and we can see Paul of the or form. I mean, he's still a veteran player. Can still contribute. Be a 3-and-D type player. But I just feel like, matter of fact, put him on a team like Milwaukee. I know the contracts ain't the best, but say they got rid of. I hate saying this. They got rid of someone like Lopez. Of course, they're gonna have to get a center, and got someone like Paul. Milwaukee look completely different. But they still got their center position filled up. But that's a different subject. But yeah, put him on a team like Milwaukee without getting on nobody. He really looked like a different player. He looked like that DiVincenzo type of player that the Bulls had, or not the Bulls, the Bucks had when they won the championship. Moving on, Nick Batum. Nick Batum always been my guy. 3D veteran player, another player who's just gonna ball out and just play decent basketball. He's been doing this for how many years now? 16 years? That's crazy. I remember him being on the Portland, and he's already a 16-year player, about to retire soon. I mean, he's gonna play his game, hard nosed defense, make open shots, facilitate a little bit. Batum been in Batum for how long now? So, it's be nice. Zubas, another players. I want to see Zubas get traded on the Knicks. To be honest, like he's been on the Clippers, and I feel like he's just been in a row, wasting away and away. So I kind of want to see him gone, just because I feel like when they had Paul George and Kawhi and all them, just this Clipper team in general, they can do better with a different center. All right, moving on. Last but not least, Derrick Jones Jr. It's a nice pickup. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if he's gonna do much for him. Like he's a good player. He's not a Paul George replacement or anything. He's gonna run the floor, make nice dunks, kind of hit open shots. He's not that good of a shooter, but it's just a solid pickup. I wish he would have stayed on Dallas because it seemed like he had a home there and he was fitting in well. But it is what it is. So hey, that's all I pretty much got done. But I do before I get off here, since running down the team, the preview, I do want to say the Clippers are one of them teams. Right now, they're gonna be competing for a play-in spot, playoff spot, whatever. But look for them, just like I said, the Bulls. 2 years from now, a couple years from now, they're gonna be a much better team. Once they're gonna see if this team can compete with Harden, Kawhi, and others. But if they don't compete, they still set themselves up for it. They can trade them. Any team right now will still want Kawhi. Let's be real. So let's look at Kawhi. Like I said, my Golden State area, my Golden State preview. If Kawhi can go on a team like Golden State, get a couple picks, maybe even one pick, a young player like Kaminga, so that's gonna set them up for the future. And then you move in with Harden. Harden, he gonna destroy his team. He gonna go wherever he want. Trade into a team, just whatever. Probably like I don't know, the Heat. Get a pick for him. So now it's setting itself up to rebuild more. They don't got no big contracts for us lengthwise, but they got these contracts for they can like move players, and they still got kind of young players for they can do some things with it too. So